I've always been a patriot. I was accused in the Lipstadt trial, of course, of being a racist. That's the other word for patriot. When Richard Rampton, the Queen's counsel for Deborah Lipstadt, said, "You are a racist, aren't you?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean by racist?" And he said, "How would you define it?" I said, Mr. Rampton, I would define what you call racism as patriotism." He said, "How would you define patriotism?" I said, "Patriotism is respect for the country that's been handed down to you by your parents and by their parents." And what country is that, Mr. Irving? Well, I can't deny, of course, that I'd gone through this kind of dialogue in my mind for months before the trial began. So the answer that came wasn't unprepared. I said, "Mr. Rampton, sometimes I have the dream that I can go to Heathrow Airport and board a 747 and fly for 10 hours and land back in England as it was in the 1950s. The press loved that. And he wasn't satisfied, of course, because he doesn't like that kind of answer, Mr. Rampton. He was a good QC. And he adjusted his wig and he said, "And Mr. Irving, what kind of England would that have been then?" I know what he's going for. And I said, "Mr. Rampton, let me put it like this. If the soldiers who stormed the beaches in Normandy in June 1944 could see England as it is today, they wouldn't have gone 40 yards up that beach."